Are we recording?
Yes.
Oh, hi.
Hello. Welcome
This is Where Are the Walls?
Yep. Completely. What do you call that? Unadulterated.
Tough. Already off to a rough start.
Yeah, I know, for real. Like, how do we even introduce this? The new podcast to the world.
Just like any other podcast. Fucking prayer in a dream. Right? That's what it is? A Whim in a Dream? Something like that.
Thank you guys for tuning into the Where Are the Walls podcast.
There it is.
You know what we can talk about?
What?
Random, like random trivia that nobody would ever need.
Random trivia.
Yeah.
RL Craft is hard.
It'd be something like I don't know if you've noticed this, but a women's button-up shirt, their buttons are on the left side.
I have not noticed that. You're right.
Yeah, it's crazy. And do you know why that is though?
I do not know why.
So, back in the day, I want to say like during like the Victorian era.
Oh, because men are right?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. That'd be some shit though. But no, it's so you know how like the noble people, they would have servants, right? And they would dress up the ladies and the lords for them, right? So the servants everybody had to be right-handed, otherwise they were seen as like a sign of like the devil or something like that.
Witch and shit.
Yeah, and so if they weren't right-handed, blah blah blah. Yeah. But anyways, since they were all right-handed, quote unquote, it would be easier for the servants to button up on the right side, which is the ladies' left.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
and
crazy.
You want to know another fact?
All right, another fact. Here we go.
Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill.
Oh my god. Now, here's a topic that I think will not get made into the video.
No,
It'll probably be unedited.
What do you mean?
This is I don't know if this is true or not, but I saw this on Facebook a little bit earlier today. Transabled.
There we go.
So there's these people that are now claiming that they're fuck, I can't even think of the word. They're
like paralyzed,
disabled. They're I don't know why I keep wanting to say paraplegic for some reason. So they're disabled, but they're not disabled. They're just rolling around in a wheelchair. Now I don't know if that's true or not, man. But think about that. We've come a long way. We have come a long way. And here we are, coming up with random disabilities.
Yeah, some dude's gonna have like a straight leg, and it's gonna be like, yeah, my leg's broken.
So, dude, they're gonna start walking around in what are the hand things, like, you know, like they got
like the
braces.
stroller?
No, dude, and like they got the sticks, you know. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, like, I don't know, walkers, I guess, but dude, that's
you're walking in walkers, man.
Dude,
I could see it.
Yeah, I mean, with the way that the world is viewing all of the genders and all that shit now, it's all like, you can be anything. You can be a dog. And according to Ben Shapiro, you can be 32 or something.
Yeah, like, are you 60?
Are you 60?
No, I'm 22. Well, why aren't you 60? Well, dude, should we even say that we are evolving at this point?
No.
I would say we're devolving.
Yeah, like we're digressing.
I feel like we're going right back to square one. Stupid.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah. We're getting there.
Almost. I did see, however, a meme. Someone looked up how to commit suicide, or what's the easiest way to commit suicide, or something like that.
Okay.
And Google and other what do you call them?
A search engine.
A search engine. Thank you.
Okay.
So yeah, they use different search engines, like Google, everything else, and it kind of gave them the suggestion of get help instead of actually answering the question of what is the easiest way to commit suicide. Well, Bing straight up was like, this is how you do it. And this is the easiest way to do it. Like, no regards, yeah. Fuck your life. Bing's the real one.
Yeah, Bing's out there, man. Like, he's spreading the truth. Google's here trying to...
Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself.
Let's ask
Look it
Bing.
up. Yeah, dude, look it up on Bing.
Former MCC inmate. There's no way Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. The following account is from a former inmate of the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Lower Manhattan, where Jeffrey Epstein was found unresponsive Saturday and declared dead at a hospital of an apparent suicide.
And even an inmate, right?
An
inmate even went as far to say that Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself, and yet here we are, America, sitting pretty, letting people like this get away with things like that.
Yeah, just to keep us under the rock, man.
And just so you didn't know, I mean, just in case if you didn't know, Jeffrey Epstein was on an island where he was raping young children. Pedophilia. And we let these people control us. Alright, now we're getting into some...
Yeah.
This is getting like it's some very conspiracial type
exactly.
ordeal. I think we should kind of steer away from that.
But speaking of pedophiles, how about that Battle Royale pedophile?
Oh, yo, dog, here we go.
Here we go, man.
So me and my friend here, we were thinking of this, new ways, not really make money, but kind of separate ourselves from the rest of the world. We came up with this idea of a battle royale in Africa.
Yeah.
And it's all pedophiles, but like we get a couple of pedophiles, we throw them into a rink together, and throw in some swords, spears, battle axe, real gladiator type shit.
Yep.
And we just make them battle it out, till the end, till one of them's dead, and then he's the champion of that round. Then we keep going. Well, here's the kicker: there is no champion, because the very last motherfucker alive gets to face a hungry as fuck ass lion. And we're gonna stream this on the dark web.
On the dark web, and even if the person does win from the lion, they're gonna get killed.
Yeah, they're gonna get blown away. There are no winners.
Yeah, there are no
game,
winners. There are no winners. Yeah.
It's kind of like the game of life.
Exactly. There are no winners. But there are people who have a head start. But that's it.
Yeah, and I am the unfortunate one to not get any sort of head start.
I think a lot of us are. I think all of Gen Z, man.
Gen Z, yeah, pretty fucking accurate.
Yeah. I mean, I that website could be wrong. That could be wrong. I'm not gonna list that website anywhere.
I got a fun little story for you guys. So I do some contracting on the side, as you know.
Yeah.
I go do a little bit of contracting, whatever, and I'm working one day, minding my own business, I rode through 2 Monster coffees. All of a sudden I gotta pee. And I'm like, I look to the guy and I'm like, hey, so, I really gotta use the restroom, where do I go? This motherfucker, he looks at me and he smiles. And he says, follow me. Takes me to his van, dude. Hands me, he doesn't hand it to me, but he shows me a large size Burger King cup. Mind you, like, I'm already just completely just disgusted. Like, my skin's crawling. I'm a germaphobe. There's fucking piss still in this thing. There is his old piss in here, dude. Stank like a motherfucker. Disgusting, I tell you. Anyways, man, I had the choice either fucking, man up and do it, or, hold my piss for another fucking 4 hours. And I wasn't about to do that for another 4 hours. Well, I finally said, fuck it, I'm in the back of the van, knelt down on my knees, got it hanging out, trying my best not to just topple this cup over full of my fucking piss, dude. And I'm like barely hanging on to the edge with like my fucking fingernails, man. Cause like, you damn well this guy has pissed on the sides, man. Like, he's peed on the sides of the cup, man. Like
splashback.
But yeah, it happens, man. And, you know, I almost dropped the thing, and it's got, let me mind you, it's a Burger King large size cup. I had a lot of pee ready to go, man. I had that thing full to the brim. And I'm trying my best to hold it with my fingernails, trying not to let go, man. Praying to fucking God, dude. Like, give me all the fucking might in the world not to drop this full cup of piss in the back of this van, dude. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? Just a puddle of piss, dude, all over my knees, dude. I'm fucking swimming in it in the back of this dude's van. Like, dude, it was disgusting. It was body cringing.
I wouldn't do that.
See,
like it's like if it was my own cup. Yes.
That's what I told him. You know, I was like, you know what? I need to get my own piss cup, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, I need my own. I can't do that. I can't share a piss cup with you.
Yeah, just don't reach for like the paint buckets in the back.
You should have seen this dude's piss, man. It was like almost like blood orange, dude. Oh blood orange. God. It was raunchy, dude. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
And you know, what do you do? What do you do? Like, you gotta pee in the cup, man.
Like, you got dealt the cards. Like, are you really gonna? Are you gonna fold, or are you just gonna keep playing? You know?
I kept fucking playing, man. That's for damn sure.
I didn't fucking win. I tell you that. Oh my God.
That shit was wild. So what's another topic we can get in here? RL crap, no.
You know, we can be on the topic of video games. Like, for example, do you think video games actually cause violence?
That's a good subject, man. I don't necessarily think that video games cause. Because, for me, for instance, you know, I can't say this for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, I grew up playing very violent games at a very, very young age.
Yeah.
But, you know, with me being an intellect, I realized you have to separate yourself from what's reality and what's video games. Exactly. In reality, you don't go around fucking shooting people.
Yeah, just
beating up people, you know? Like, that's reality of it. As far as, like, violence, though, man, I can't say, like, yes, you piss me off, I may get a little violent. But I mean, that's anyone. You push anyone to their limits, you know, they're going to get a little violent. But I don't think I was ever violent.
Yeah, like, just
not stemming from video games.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like violence would be stemmed from video games. But like you have to admit that it's there, you know? Like it's a possibility. Cuz you look at people like the biggest one, Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
You know, everybody grabs a car, breaks into it, fucking like goes on sidewalks and just start plowing through people, right? And they take out their C4, they're throwing out the window. They're just gagging people left and right with their guns. Like you have to be pretty insane to believe that I would never do that. Because everybody thinks that I would like to do that.
Well, I mean, like, I understand that completely, man, but I think our problem lies with detaching themselves from what's real and what's not real. I feel like that's where the actual problem... I feel like the problem stems from detaching themselves from reality, because obviously, man, what a lot of parents do these days is they're living in a shitty household with shitty parents, constantly arguing, what yada yada yada. They're using video games as an escape from reality, from what they're being shown. They go to school, they're the odd ones out, you know, like they're getting bullied constantly. Of course they're going to go home, play these violent video games to blow off some steam. I mean, I've done it before too.
Yeah.
And, you know, Grand Theft Auto, you know, if someone piss you off, dude, you know, go shoot a couple people. Yeah, exactly. You know. But I mean, like, it's the problem all lies down. It all ties along with they're detaching themselves from reality, and then once they've done that, then life becomes their video game. And then that's what causes these school shootings. That's what's causing everything. And then on top of all of this, stop bullying.
Yeah, that
plain and simple.
That's bottom line. Like, not even bottom line. That's top line.
Yeah, I mean, like that should be standard code for anyone. Stop bullying.
Yeah.
Like, it's unnecessary and it's hurtful.
Yeah, and like why do they do it? Like what are they accomplishing?
They gain nothing, you know. Like it's shown.
Yeah,
It's all shown.
so
From parents, you know, to their, you know, to the kids, and then the kids go to school and they do it themselves. You know, it's all shown, and especially with this day and age, with cell phones, you got computers, you got Facebook, you know, social media. It's all shown. It's all presented, and parents these days are still kids themselves.
yeah, they can barely parent.
They can. You're right. They barely parent. They're still kids. They're letting their kid, you know, play on Fortnite for just hours on end. You know why? Because they're too lazy.
Yeah, they can't
to take the initiative to care for them.
Like,
Dude,
they go outside.
Exactly.
The dads don't even play like catch with their son anymore. You know, like the huge old whatever. You know, the what do you call those? Cliches, the cliches of parenting.
Yeah, yeah,
and
no one does that.
I think the cliches of parenting are there for a reason. You know, like I feel like it's just like a stamp of these are the guidelines, and if you don't follow the guidelines, your kid's gonna be fucked up.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that. My parents didn't follow the guidelines, and I'm not fucked up. I mean, I am a little fucked up, but not that fucked up.
But it really just like comes down to how was the kid raised, you know? Like if you're influenced by video games to inflict harm on another person, it really comes down to how they grew up, you know? And it's like you gotta, I don't know, like you gotta look at it from a perspective of, does the kid really think life even matters anymore? To the point where like inflicting harm upon somebody else is totally acceptable for them.
Yeah, you know, and like in that moment, you know, they hurt that much that they don't care.
Yeah,
you know? In that moment, they don't care.
Yeah, it's like they're saying like, if I'm hurting, why can't you hurt with me?
Exactly. And you know, like I also wouldn't even say like it's how you were brought up, man, because if I was brought up how I was brought up, man, I would be a piece of shit. Let's be honest. I'd be a piece of shit. At some point in your fucking little miserable life, you have to say that I do not want to be that piece of shit that I was shown.
Exactly.
And like that takes a big fucking man to do.
Yeah, and
not a lot of people have the guts to do it.
And do you think change would happen through like a tragic event in somebody's life? You know, like it's like a sibling dies, a pet dies, or they were like they moved away and then like this shit sucks, you know, so I gotta change my life.
I mean, kinda, but not necessarily. You know, you have to really look at reality for what it is, and you have to fucking do it. You have to grasp life by the balls, and you have to make it yours. You have to do that change, and you know, no one's going to be here, from what I've learned, to tell you to do it. So you either have to fucking do it yourself, or you let yourself wither away.
Exactly, and that brings up the mentality of being a leader, not a follower. You know, you wanna. All right, guys. Well, that's off the wall. Off the wall. Where are the? All right, I'm done.
You've already taken Van's slogan. Lawsuit.
All right. Oh, you know what another topic is? The fucking ban on vape juice.
Yeah, what the fuck is that, dude?
What is that going to accomplish? You know how many people have died from like regular cigarettes? The count is still going. It's high. It's higher than the deaths of black marketed fucking vape cartridges. And the people don't even know that. The people don't believe that, you know, like vape is helping people actually get over most of their addiction to nicotine.
Well, you know, it's literally the tobacco.
Yeah.
Big tobacco, man. They wanted to get rid of it because people weren't buying their cigarettes, and that's one way. And like, so they got rid of the flavors, right?
Yeah.
But what's still available? Tobacco flavor.
Yeah,
just tobacco. And it's like, at that point, it's like,
what's the point? Just go back.
You just go to cigarettes, man. You know, it's easier. It's more accessible. And, you know, it's them pushing an agenda.
Exactly. And it's almost stupid because you already see it. It's happening with like guns. You know, like if we ban guns, there's only one way to buy it, and that's illegally. And we've been doing that, you know, as a nation for a long time. We've been buying guns illegally.
Oh yeah, it won't ever stop.
Yeah, it's not gonna stop. And everybody, and then all of a sudden, they're like, oh yeah, let's just vape. Let's not vape, but like let's ban vape products. You know, like flavored products. And all of a sudden, the people who were like, this is bullshit, they're gonna go to the black market dealers and buy even more of the shit that has killed people. And you know who's more accountable rather than and make it seem like they didn't do it. You know, like it's like he's buying it illegally and shit like that.
You know what I don't really understand about the whole situation too is how all of a sudden vapes have been around for a long time.
Yeah,
I started vaping when I was in 11th grade maybe, and like, you know, that was a while ago. And then all of a sudden, people are dying. Like, yeah, you would hear about the vapes exploding and like harming people and everything, but no, not once have you heard of someone dying from vaping.
Yeah.
And like all of a sudden, out of nowhere.
Yeah, and most of the deaths were from people who couldn't legally access the vapes. If I read that correctly.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure you're right. No one was going into these stores, and I also want to say that there was THC present in these buyings.
Yeah.
So that's a whole different subject because we can still buy THC products from the smoke shop.
Stores,
you know, like from the marijuana shops.
Yeah.
You can still buy it.
It's still out there for the public.
But it's an agenda. It's all it is, plain and simple. It's an agenda from big tobacco companies.
Yep. And that's rough.
Fuck it, dude. Let's just go into conspiracies. Balloon, dude.
Yeah, especially with that jump one.
The fucking balloon.
The jump bobble. That's gonna smack.
Clap cheeks.
Clap cheeks. Speaking of clapping cheeks, Area 51 raid was disappointing.
A fucking bust.
Terrible, man. And then when I read that 2 people died, I was like, really? And then it just turns out that was completely false. Nobody died.
I didn't even hear I didn't even hear that.
Yeah,
they claim someone died?
Yeah, I don't know, it's probably Vice or CNN.
Oh my god.
Or some
Vice.
shit, but they were like, oh yeah, 2 people died during the Area 51 raid. And I was like, I didn't want to doubt it, but at the same time, it's like, that's what they get, you know. And then I hear later that nobody died, and I was like, okay, I guess I can believe that too.
Dude, they probably would have died of like diabetes, man, diabetic shock. You know, like
something, you know. But the military was chill. I mean, they had choppers out. I know that, but other than that, you know, I don't know. It was a really disappointing event. It's not even gonna make history.
I mean, I guess it kind of could.
Hey,
remember the time everyone like banded together and thought they were gonna read?
Yeah, but like, are they really gonna teach that in schools though?
No.
You know, like they're gonna be like,
not.
And this today, like 4 like 2 years ago today.
Now, what they really should have done was actually raid it.
Yeah.
They should have run in there and raided.
Freaking, they had Naruto runners ready on the standby, man. You know, all the Kyles were already punching drywalls for this.
I'm pretty sure a couple of Kyles probably punched a couple of drywalls because their mom wouldn't let them.
Yeah.
What the
dude!
What the
what do you
fuck? I don't know, dude.
He basically dove in there.
Oh my god. Trying to play Sonic, dude.
Got a boat.
God damn it. Never gonna let me live it down.